just wanted to say,
Okay, guys, you have to keep order. Everybody was quiet when everybody spoke. I listened
to what everybody else had to say. I want to say that I'm very proud of what I see going on here in the village of Dolton. When you look at the cleanliness of your community, and I wish that our side can look like that as well. I want to say that you guys got to continue to work together. That's the only how you're going to get things accomplished and done, is working together. Again, thank you for your leadership. Thank you for what you are doing in Dolton and in Thornton Township. We do appreciate that. And that's what I wanted to say. When you talk about monies that's coming back to the south suburbs, talking about $1 million, $500,000. And you were one of the two mayors. Hazel Crest Mayor brought back money to his community. Dolton brought back money to their community. Rich Township brought money back, and we have money in Thornton Township. So those leaders ought to be commended, because we haven't seen that amount of money come to the south suburbs in years. So again, thank you for your job that you are doing to progress our area. I hope that everybody can come together and work together.
So with all this being said, in Dolton, Illinois, we find out that Tiffany Henyard still has supporters. She has people going from Thornton Township in the meetings. She has people coming to the Dolton Trustee meetings. And they're still in support of Tiffany Henyard, despite the overwhelming 99.9% of the people in the township and in the city that dislikes her. I think that this man speaking right now might be her brother or her uncle or her cousin, somebody, because what we're seeing now is the firefighters department is still without a contract. They finally come out of the woodworks, and they've come to the township meetings, and they're speaking, and they're very disgruntled. They're very upset, and they're trying to understand their retirement money, their medical insurance. They're saying is going up, and with all this stuff that's going on in Dolton, I don't understand how you don't take care of the firefighters when the residents at some point at any given time are going to need them. But this is what's being said in regards to the firefighters.
Dolton's embattled mayor remains defiant amid citizen demands for greater accountability and growing unrest among the village's firefighters.
The village board met last night. Glenn has the details.
The continued turmoil in Dolton has led to more issues coming from first responders. The Dolton firefighters spoke out during Monday night's board meeting, saying the department hasn't had a contract with the village in 5 years. The local firefighters union says the village refuses to negotiate with them on a new contract. Health insurance premiums were another issue, with reps saying members and family members' claims are being denied and sent to collections.
We'll continue to serve despite the fact our health insurance is not being paid, our retirement funds are being taken from us, and workers' compensation claims are not being handled properly. These are serious issues, and they need to be addressed and fixed immediately.
As one of the many issues that's forced residents to speak out against Dolton Mayor Tiffany Henyard, problems have led to our board to seek an investigation into the mayor's actions, most recently appointing former Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot as a special investigator. Now the Attorney General's office officially ruled the investigation will be allowed.
I've been here for 30 years. This is the worst I've ever seen this village. I am appalled to even be a resident.
When the circus come to town, the clowns come out, and I'm looking at you guys.
However, it's not stopping Henyard from being confident in her work in office.
I am literally the beacon of light for Dolton. I am the one.
Glenn Marshall, WGN News.
Did this woman have the audacity, the unmitigated gall to say that she is literally the beacon of light for Dolton? Yet and still, Dolton is internationally known around the world for being it's not in a positive light. She's definitely not a beacon of light. She's something else. But disgruntled residents has come to the meeting to voice their displeasure on what's going on in the city of Dolton, Illinois. And they have a lot to say. And a lot of people are looking for, they're asking, where's the transparency? Where is it? It's not being shown. But this is what some of the residents are saying right here.
First of all, I feel that the people who have been speaking up till now have been doing an eloquent job of it. I did not put my name on a list to speak. However, I was told I had to put my name on a list to be in this building. But since you have called me out, I'm going to call you out. You're disrespectful. It's disheartening to see you. You have turned our whole community into, I don't want to use that word, let's say a circus. And the circus come to town, the clowns come out, and I'm looking at you guys, and I don't appreciate it. And I don't appreciate how you sit there and disrespect people and don't even give them the courtesy of looking them in the eye. I'm looking at you. If they don't agree with you, you don't look, you're disrespectful. And it's sad. It's really sad. And I'm sorry that our village has come to this. And like I said, I have nothing prepared because my name was on a different list. But you want to call me out, let's do it. I don't understand why our I don't understand that. And I don't appreciate that. Your house probably not even in Dolton. So when the fire come and the whole town burned down, you really don't give a damn. Anytime you treat the firefighters that way is deplorable. And like I say, I don't have anything planned to say because everybody else does it so eloquently. But it is what it is.
So as you can see, a lot of the residents are very disgruntled. But one resident came and she not only called out Tiffany Henyard, she also called out Keith Freeman. And this was a woman that made alleged threats some time ago about her home being fired upon by some people allegedly. She was saying that bullets hit her house, and she was blaming the mayor, the embattled mayor, for the situation. So her family and the mayor's family has been at each other for some time now. All of this stuff is alleged. It's not being proven. But this is what she's saying when she's coming up to the podium. She's blaming the mayor for these incidents, that incident that occurred. And she also got at Keith Freeman because she was saying that the mayor puts everything on Keith to handle everything. But let's look at what she had to say.
Good evening, everyone. The four trustees, Madam Clerk, and my fantastic residents of the village of Dolton. I have no more warnings. No more warnings. All we ask for is transparency when it comes to our tax dollars and proper protocol on how it's being spent. That's all we want. We have a right to know, along with the Board of Trustees, the Gestapo-style tactics that was displayed at my home on June 24th by a village employee will not be tolerated. It will not be tolerated. I will not tolerate it. I took that as a direct threat to do bodily harm to me, and I'm too old to get whoopings. I think the last one I had, I was 15. The employee stated, I have a recording of it, and it's not the first time she have stated it, and I quote, that she will quit her job right now. And then she proceeded to get out of her vehicle and come towards me. And like I said, I'm too old to get any type of whooping. She stated the same thing to Long Island Audit. That's also on video. That she might as well quit her job right now because she is going to get fired. Mr. Freeman, you might want to look into that. As I know the mayor says she don't handle anything. And she passed a buck to you. But this is serious business. But before somebody get hurt, you might want to look into that for real. And I would appreciate if you look into what your employees are out here doing.
But then we get to another Dolton, Illinois resident who was speaking on behalf of Tiffany Henyard and her administration. She was saying that she reports things on social media about what's going on in the city of Dolton, and she's been being attacked, threatened her life. She doesn't feel safe. Her life, she feels like it's being threatened. She was communicating with another YouTuber or social media activist in promoting the positive light of, because remember, she said that the mayor said that she's a beacon of light. So she was promoting that beacon of light to the world. And this woman said that she's been being threatened. She doesn't feel safe. And she took to the podium the other day and went and said this.
Hi, sorry guys, I'm nervous. I usually don't speak at anything. And I gave everybody a chance to speak and say their piece. So I hope to have the same. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. I have nothing against anyone on the board, not the administration, the clerk, or the mayor. I go by Burgundy Blue. I have counsel in the chat for doxing. So if you guys want to drop my name, that's doxing as well. So this is being recorded. I'm the creator of Burgundy Blue Commentary. I'm also a Dolton resident channel on YouTube. I've been covering the happenings in Dolton since February 2024. I stuck my toe out there because I thought it was just one-sided, and I wanted to, as a resident of this town for 38 years, throughout the years, I have always been a strong supporter of my community, and I've actively worked for the betterment of our village. I even worked for the village myself. My focus has always been presenting a comprehensive view of Dolton, especially history, showcasing all sides of our hometown through the ride-alongs and exploring. However, in April and May, I encountered harassment from an individual who came to investigate the mayor and Andrew Holmes. The person claimed to have received a call to come into Dolton from residents, elected officials, and law enforcement, which initially seemed innocent, since they are the very people tasked with safeguarding our community, right? This is all because I would not stop communicating online with a content creator that most of the board and lots of residents use his platform to address their concerns as well freely. His logo was even worn by an elected official. When the media or opinions could not be controlled, he became a target, and then because I did not fall in line with the narrative. I did not attend a week called Hell Week, and that's when my life became hell. In an attempt to address this issue,
All right, give her time. Give her time.
in an attempt to address this issue, I met with Trustee Jason.
Hey, be quiet.
To address this issue, I met with Trustee Jason House and former Trustee Ed Steve over breakfast, accompanied by a witness. To share my concern, Trustee Jason House assured me that things will be taken care of within 48 hours. Sadly, he could not help me, and those 48 hours turned into a nightmare when I received a notice of impending action from the same advocate who's been here to save us. My privacy was violated as my personal information and business were maliciously targeted. A lot of y'all are in that group that did it. And I was subject to public humiliation and threats towards my family and associates simply because I chose not to conform. I quote I watched the entire village watch this advocate say he was going to make sure I was penniless. Okay. So I'm just asking that we work together, and I'm asking for your help. Thank you.
Hey, quiet down. Quiet.
But then we get to the chaos that erupted at the end of the Dolton trustee meeting when Jedediah Brown decided to confront Trustee Andrew Holmes, who's been accused of SA. And it got real ugly. To me, we get after the Tiffany Henyard administration, and we get after Trustee Brown and all the different things that's going on. But I kind of feel like Jedediah Brown did that for show. He kind of did that for show because he could have waited till they got outside to confront him or whatever, because the cameras is there, the news, now he's doing a press conference after being released. And I understand the anger of the public, but it's still ways that you go about doing things. There's an investigation, but now he has the spotlight on him. So I understand he's a social media guy. He's an activist. I get it. But he knew that he was never going to be able to get to him because the police was going to jump in and wish him away. He already knew that. He didn't have a clear lane to get to Andrew Holmes. So that was all for show. That was for sure. He knew he was going to get grabbed. But now he's talking to the news. There was a bunch of supporters that was out there once he was released from prison, and it was something like this.
Another South Suburban Village meeting erupts into chaos. The man taken away in handcuffs last night in Dolton now charged with a misdemeanor after confronting an embattled trustee. Our Jermont Terry has been following all this for months. He's live for us with the message of the man arrested. Jermont?
Joe, while the 4th may be days away, the fireworks, they are right here in South Suburban Dolton, and it spilled over here at the police department. Now, many in the community, they came and they rallied behind this community activist who was arrested after this board meeting, and they're calling for more accountability from this community. Loud cheers outside this South Suburban Police Department.
I now see that everything that is wrong in Dolton at this point is this administration.
Jedediah Brown spent close to 24 hours in the Dolton PD lockup following his arrest Monday night. Brown took to the podium and demanded answers from village trustee Andrew Holmes.
Did you rape that woman? Did you put something in her drink? And damn it, you gonna answer, and you gonna answer me. Promise you that.
During the meeting, police and other politicians stepped between the two men. Holmes has kept silence following a civil suit accusations he sexually assaulted Fania Dukes during a village trip to Las Vegas last year. Mayor Tiffany Henyard and her administration have been accused of trying to cover up the incident.
God bless him, and I'm glad God let him out.
But when you challenge this administration, you go to jail.
Brown says Dolton leaders tried to get a felony charge for his actions.
I've been served another restraining order.
Wow.
From Andrew Holmes.
Instead, he faces a misdemeanor for resisting arrest.
When you ask them questions, they don't answer.
Mayor Henyard and her administration have been under fire for questionable finance spending and lack of transparency. The FBI has already served subpoenas for records.
And this is just a distraction from what our fight is really about.
Village trustee Tammy Brown supports the federal probe and the independent investigation by Lori Lightfoot.
They have ignored all requests to reach an agreement and resolve the current situation going on within the fire department.
Yet now the Firefighters Union has aired its grievances with claims money taken out of their paychecks has not been put in their retirement funds. And when you hear the mayor putting so much effort towards felony charges towards this young man and not addressing the issues of this community and this union, what does that say?
Hey, you're sidetracking the business. You're not taking care of the business. Again, you are the mayor. Do your job.
Now, in regards to Trustee Holmes, he has not commented publicly about the accusations of the sexual assault, and he remains silent tonight about that incident at the board meeting. Reporting live in Dolton tonight, Jermont Terry, CBS 2 News. So
this whole dog and pony circus show is still going on. As long as it go on, we're going to still talk about it. We're going to still report on it. It's like I said, it's not just local, it's national and international. Everybody's talking about this story. And when you see Tiffany Henyard sit on her throne and talk, she has no remorse for what the public is saying. Everybody's wrong and she's right. But she's having problems not only in Dolton, but also in Thornton Township. We see Jedediah Brown. I believe that he's not even from Dolton, but he's doing a press conference after he's released from prison. So it's like people is looking into what's going on. They see the attention is there, and everybody's running there. Even was it Ben Bradley from the news in Chicago? He's there investigating. The woman from the black woman from NBC. The Chicago station, she's there. Everybody's there because it's the hot thing. It's the hot takes now, and they can go there. And they can report on what's going on. So this thing is real goofy. It's real crazy. Like, we already know the feds is there. We know Lori Lightfoot is there. We know the State Department is there. So if they got something, they definitely going to get her. If they got something, it's coming. People just got to be patient. They're going to get her and her administration, man. If not, if they don't got nothing, then she'll be there. It's just what it is. But we see the angriness of we see how angry the Dolton residents are. And like I said, this thing is wild. This woman really said that she is a beacon of light for Dolton. With all the things and all the accusations, she still can get there and say that she's a beacon of light. That lets you know that she's unhinged, unwavered. She don't care. She's following what she believes in, And that's just what it is. And if you don't like it, get off the train, because the train is moving when it comes to Tiffany Henyard. But as more of this come out, because we got more, because more stuff happening, we will report more. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like button, subscribe to Street Media TV. And remember, I love y'all. Till the next time, peace.